In this video, we will see how to edit the hotkeys or shortcuts you can set on every buttons of your Garmin Instinct 3. Doesn't matter if it's solar or AMOLED, it's the very same thing, except there is some few more options because of the AMOLED screen. So we're gonna go with the AMOLED for this video. So to edit those hotkeys, you will need to press and hold the menu button. Press it again once, go into Systems, select it with GPS, and go down to Hotkeys, right here. Here, you got a menu where you can select which hotkeys you want. So this one would be to hold Start, which is GPS, hold Back, which is Set, hold Down, which is ABC, hold Start plus Down, those two, Start plus Up, which is GPS plus Menu, Back plus Light, Back plus Up. Those are all the possible options. So we're gonna see all of them. I'm gonna quickly explain what they do. Editing the Start button. So you can have nothing. So if you press and hold this button, it will do nothing. You can have ABC, which is the altimeter, barometer, compass. So if I select it, press and hold that button, you can see that I reach it. Altimeter right here, barometer right there, compass right there. Next one, alarm clock. Quick access to the alarm clock right there. Then, Baro Watch Mode. What is this? If I select this, I have to choose between Auto, Altimeter, and Barometer. Keep it on Auto. Basically, if you go on Altimeter, every change in the atmospherical pressure will change the altimeter. This might be something you want to do if you're currently on a mountain and changing the altitude, and Barometer, if you go, for example, that would be something I could see if you go swimming into a pond or lake on a mountain on your trip, and you don't want to make a disaster because of the barometer that is over here that will receive more pressure because of the water, and you will mess up with your altitude at the end of your activity. That's what you could do, but for the rest, just leave it on auto. Unless you know why you want to do it. Then, broadcast HR. This, when you enable it, will broadcast your heart rate to compatible device, like for example, your tags for cycling inside. You can enable the broadcast of your heart rate so it can know your heart rate. Calendar, there it is. Change sport, I like this one. Actually, I do set this start button to change sport. So for example, if I'm walking and I'm ended up into a lake, into my activity, I'm able to change sport and change sport. Yeah, so you're doing you transform your activity into a multi-sport activity by doing it. Controls. This is basically the same thing as when you press and hold that button, but you can remap it somewhere else by doing it. Display. Actually, I don't understand this one because as you can see, it says that the display should now be off and now back on. This one doesn't work, or I just don't understand it. Display settings. So quick access to display settings. Do not disturb, as it says. You can enable the mode do not disturb and disable it by press and hold. Dual grid will, actually I have no GPS over here. I'm inside, but that would display two types of GPS position. So for example, if you got the regular one that everybody use and the MGRS or whatever for the military, you could have those two at the same time on the same screen. GPS will be only your actual location. Oops. History, which is your activity of the last 30 days. Lap, if you want to enable that lap button, if you want to remap it somewhere, that's how you can do that. Lock, unlock device. So if I enable that, I'm not able to do anything until I unlock the device. Messenger, if you want to have access to all of your message. Well, actually, that snap that you would have to scan it with your phone, and I never tried it. Metronome, only available into an activity if you want to get a static pace. Not something I use. Man overboard, interesting feature if you man overboard if you are on the water, on a boat, and there's a man overboard. You can quickly enable that feature. I'm actually inside, that doesn't work, but that will record your actual position, meaning that if you were there and the man dropped here and the boat keep going and successfully stop here, well, your watch will tell you you need to go into that direction for 0.5 kilometer to get back to the position where you lose your man. You see, it did record my position and it says it's 0.02 kilometers over there. Moon phase, quick access to moon phase. Music control, very same thing that is over here. Give you access all the time to the music control. Navigation. So if you want to start, basically that's mostly something you want to have inside an activity, but give you access to the navigation menu all the time. Your notification. Actually, I don't have any notification. Phone. If you want to have access to your phone settings. Pulse oximeter. If you want to do a quick read of it. Redshift. If you want to redshift. Reference point. Interesting one. Basically, this one, I select it. If we have GPS, there's the same principle as the man overboard. Did I get it? Here, I need a new one. Add point. You can say set current location. That will be the same thing as man overboard. Or you can set a bearing. So I want to go at, for example, 293 degree from here. And I want to do, you see, you can change the unit, miles, feet, yards, meter, kilometer, and change the distance. So for example, I want to go at 5.53 kilometers from here. This is the location I want to go. See, if I increase the distance, it does change the location. And I hit start, and it tells me that I need to go into, actually I don't have the GPS, but it will tell you to go into that direction and the distance you need to make again. Next one. Screenshot. Yes, you can create a screenshot of your watch. Set is all about time. So you can set an alarm, timer, stopwatch, sync the time, or set an alternate time zone. You can set alert and set. Settings, which is access to the settings of the watch. Side and go, same principle as the other one that we've just saw, reference point, but this one you cannot set a distance. Side and go is, you will be able to lock an orientation, but you don't know the distance. So it will set the distance as the furthest you can see, and it's, if I'm not wrong, something like 32 kilometers. Sleep mode. So this enable sleep mode unavailable. Okay, not right now. This is the mode of when you are sleeping. Stopwatch, quick access to stopwatch. Sunrise, sunset. It's a sunrise, sunset app. The same one as you can get into the widget. Sync time. So if you want to sync it with your watch just right now, and it will be done. If you don't have access to your watch, you can press the ABC button to sync it over GPS. Timers. Torch. It's the app, not the same thing as the double click over here. This one will bring you the app. Please. The app. So from here, you can turn it on, select. Can I have access to the menu? No. Fortunately, you just have, it's useless. Because if you double hit here on the light, you can also change it. I don't see the point. Whatever. Can I go back to hotkeys? Torch. Then, wallet. So the wallet app. Watch face. It's going back to the watch face. So it's a major back. And the weather. Like that. So personally, what I like to do is to set change sport over here. Hold back, change sport. Don't know why it's double. No, here on the hold back, I like to set the watch face. It was like that by default on the previous generation of watch. If I hold that, I want to go back to the watch face. Hold down. It's the altimeter, barometer, compass. And that's pretty much it. This one is still by default the music app. No, I did change it. Hold down. Yeah, you see on the Garmin Instinct, it's the ABC, but what I like to put, it's the music app. Music control. There it is. But you set this really as you want. So I hope this was helpful.